Okay.
They could have just made it to like be.
Either way, Stingray going into the grand finals, he does have to win 2 best-of-5s in order to beat Puggsy and go home the grand champion of Winter Championship. Otherwise, Puggsy, if he wins one of these best-of-5s, he's the winner. He's done, and he gets to feel good knowing that he has a flight and hotel to CEO Dreamland.
Wait, hold on.
Hi.
Superman's from Krypton. He's weak to kryptonite.
Yep.
I'm from Earth. I'm not weak to dirt.
Well, it's not called Earthenite, all right?
Superman's weak. Like what? How do you
He also
live there?
He also gets his powers from the sun.
I mean,
facts.
people are like need the sun too, so I kind of get my powers from the sun, and I'm not weak to my planet. So Superman's kind of lame.
Well, either way, Puggsy, not the Superman in this metaphor. Actually, it's Stingray who is the Superman in this metaphor. Stingray doing very well for himself, hitting that recovery, almost taking the stop off of Puggsy. Went for the extra, the double downlight, gets a little bit more horizontal distance if he was able to connect, but still finishes off the stock with the down signature.
Does Superman, like, he doesn't lose very often, does he?
Not really.
Okay, so yeah, so Stingray is him now.
Yeah.
That works. Good metaphor.
Yeah.
You nailed it. It's working.
The more you think about it, the more it comes together.
That's usually the opposite of mine. The more you think about it, you need to stop thinking about it. Don't look at it too closely. Everything's great until you look at it. Man, Puggsy's still taking so much damage.
Oh my gosh, he's not finding the hit. Stingray, another neutral signature. Stingray, is he going to 3-stock to start off his run in the grand finals?
Man, dude, that side air that Puggsy was going for that he got interrupted with the D-Light, that probably would have been the knockout blow.
Dude, he went for it so many times, too. Just outside of the downlight, goes for the neutral signature. Yep, will finish off. But still, 2 stocks left to a slightly damaged 1 stock of Puggsy.
Even though Axe has a very favorable matchup into Lance, Puggsy's going to stick with the spear. The sword feels more confident in his sword than his Axe here against Stingray. Oh man, Pugsy's already orange.
Yeah, I mean, part of that is that low defense of the Brawlhalla that Finn, the crossover, is on. But the other part of that is Stingray just hitting so many connections.
Oh my gosh!
3 KOs.
How much
3
damage?
and 6, 509.
Pugsy only did 224.
509.
And most of that was on the first stock.
Yeah.
So I think he basically knocked out the first stock with 200 damage on
Roughly.
it. On small Brawlhalla.
Yeah.
When he has an Axe, when he has D-Light Insig on sword as a knockout option as well.
It was rough for Puggsy for game number 1. But again, Puggsy does have that winner's bracket advantage, and he does have the confidence that he knocked Stingray down into the loser's bracket. We're going to be going into game number 2 with Puggsy versus Stingray. Puggsy not able to pick up that spawn weapon.
And we're back in the water, and Pugs have very short legs.
No, they're really bad at
They do
swimming.
not do very well in the water. And
They also struggle to breathe like as a whole.
Yep, because their faces are just smushed.
Definitely can't breathe too well in that water.
Oh, we might be back on land.
Oh,
We're going back and forth.
It's the flow of the waves like crashing on the land, right?
It's the tide coming in.
Nice downlight into the neutral signature. Puggsy takes the first stock off of Stingray for game number 2.
Low tide, baby. We're back on land.
Yeah, that moon's real far away.
Uh-oh. It's
oh,
no.
It came back. It came back.
High tide.
No, that's like the tsunamis where the waves pull back real quick and then the wave crashes down. Yeah, metaphors, baby. Puggsy with the sword in hand again against Stingray.
Honestly, we're oceanographers. Like we're really killing that.
OCA, hit us up.
We're really
or NOAA, that's the one that you're talking about.
Yep.
NOA.
NOAA.
NOAA. NOAA.
Side air coming in from Puggsy.
Good dodge through from Puggsy, able to get behind Stingray. Slight damage advantage, the down signature, the side air. Puggsy coming alive.
Low tide, baby.
Spam this wave to help Stingray. You see Stingray with the spear in hand. Puggsy playing far back the pogo. Puggsy didn't touch! He didn't touch!
He blew so many of his movement options. It almost looked like he touched, but then that down air came in. You saw his character light up. That's the jump he got, not from touching, but from being hit. Oh, man. That was a huge lead that Puggsy had.
Completely stolen away, but Pugsy's still good, getting that damage built up onto Stingray. Falling down airs. You're not seeing him go for the down air downlight anymore.
When does that stop being a good option Does it ever, like, the down air bounces too far? It seemed
yeah, it definitely
I think
happens
he
after a while.
might not have been able to hit the down light there. Might have been too late. Also, that was like an air down air rather than a
it wasn't
grounded
as
air.
close to the ground for a lot of them. Downlight into the recovery, and Puggsy takes game number 2. Great return from Puggsy. Oh, and Stingray, I think he's switching up the skins.
No, he's still Black Knight.
Oh. I know he had a different Orion skin on one of his matches. Yeah. He changes it around.
I feel like I've mostly seen Black Knight.
I think that's like the starter one, just like how Ethan starts off with the Demon Bride.
Might have been his game against Sandstorm that maybe he switched, because that one wasn't quite in his favor as much as some of his other sets today.
But here we go, game number 3, Stingray versus Puggsy.
Now, both players with the soft platforms where they are can find huge success. Definitely Axe players like Enigma. Lance players, not me, love Enigma.
It can definitely be a little bit of a problem for Lance players sometimes, though, with those down airs into the soft platforms.
Yeah.
Can be tricky, but you're seeing Stingray really utilizing that spear downlight. Can cover both the ground and that soft platform if Puggsy tries to recover too high. Neutral sig, but it doesn't go over the ledge. Still lots of damage put out onto Stingray.
That was so close to being such a dirty pickup. Recovery. Man, what a lead that Stingray has. Opting now for the Lance. His spear play is fantastic.
Yeah, and it really feels like Stingray, despite the fact that he has got such an amazing Lance, I feel like he categorizes himself as a spear player, considering we saw him swap to the Hattori, swap to the Nash, and then he's been playing this Orion. Like, spear's kind of been that common thread across the 3, but his Lance is also just absolutely amazing.
Well, when your spear is good enough to go against the other one of the few and definitely the best spear player out there, you should feel very confident in your spear. And he's making spear look really cool. Spear can sometimes kind of be, it's sort of a vanilla weapon, almost like a dad weapon.
Yeah.
But he does so many amazing things with it. Holy cow!
Stingray full stock over Puggsy with the fantastic edge guards. We did not expect this edge guard.
That's an edge guard!
Stingray with the edge guard.
Puggsy tried to take him deep down into the coral reef, and Stingray has no problem with that.
Yeah, that's where he thrives.
He likes to stay near the top where it's warm, but also he can go down into the depths. Because he knows to go down. You don't swim over the top of it like you would think. You go down deep, because if you go over the top, that's where the jellyfish are. And that's where Dory
Just come in with a Finding Nemo reference.
That's where Dory gets stung by the jellyfish.
Now you got to start bouncing on top of him. But here we go. 1 stock left for Puggsy here. Nice down air. Oh, goes for the ground pound, but unfortunately, a little bit too far to the right side. Lands on the main stage.
Oh, almost grabs the downlight. Puggsy in such a bad spot now. Stingray just kind of completely owning this game.
Yeah.
Full stock lead here. Puggsy getting very close to red.
Stingray just looks like he has so much control of this map. Small Enigma. Nice recovery coming out from Stingray. Ooh, Puggsy has to spot dodge over that neutral heavy. But another recovery, and Stingray takes another game off of Puggsy.
Are we on the verge of a reset?
I think we are.
It's quite possible.
I think it's very possible.
It's now 2-1 in this best-of-5 set. No swaps from either player. They live by their characters. They die by their characters. Small Brawlhaven. Stingray's been looking good on this stage. Puggsy was earlier in the day as well, but man.
I definitely like it coming out from Puggsy, though, considering Stingray had so much control of a tri-platform map, just going to what is potentially kind of the opposite of a very flat map and a smaller map might be what Puggsy needs to kind of just change up what just happened.
But like earlier today, Puggsy destroyed Stingray on this map. That was such a dominant win for Puggsy over Stingray earlier. It was a 3-1. And now Stingray might just turn it around and do that to Puggsy.
Very real possibility. You see Puggsy going in, gets a sidelight side air, but it's right to left, so Stingray going to be able to get back, but denied the wall touch by the down air.
Great down air from Puggsy.
Yeah.
He just needed to deny that wall touch. Needed just a little bit of force to do that.
And it was just outside of the hitbox coming out from Stingray, so he didn't end up tapping Stingray, giving Stingray some sort of advantage and hit stun.
Now Puggsy pretty confidently in the lead. He was finding overspacing on weapons like the neutral, or moves like the neutral signature and the side air, but then he was finding his way inside of Stingray when Stingray was throwing out the neutral airs as well, and Puggsy was able to punish from the inside.
Oh, but the down signature covering every side of Stingray. Gonna even up that stock count. Sword for Puggsy.
Both of them just kind of jockeying for the favorable position. Neither one really has too much in their favor. There's the dare from Puggsy. Finds the nair as a kind of delayed follow-up. Stingray is going to halt any forward motion with that down throw. Oh, that's
no.
the pickup that he wanted earlier on Enigma. Pugsy's still able to get back. There you're seeing Stingray's not wanting to edge guard coming into play here.
Yo, Puggsy had that. He had the tricky movement. He kind of like borderline bunny hopped back towards that corner. Like he really tricked out Stingray, but was able to get that knockout. But he's one hit away. He's got to be careful here. Needs that damage. Needs that frosting on this cake.
You're seeing Stingray trying to come in with these downlights. Goes for a dash neutral heavy. Side air with the diagonal down throw. Throw's going to miss.
Chase dodges to stay close. Weapon toss didn't connect. Stingray covering the landing, but he is able to connect with that recovery.
He's just a little bit behind. Win here for Stingray. Gets the bracket reset. Win here from Puggsy.
Can he do it?
Goes to a game 5. Puggsy wants to deny that reset. He wants to halt any forward movement for Stingray now and then just completely end it in the next game.
Can he do it?
Oh!
Side light, side air. Stingray launched. Pugsy's going to go for the weapon toss. Has the sword. Stingray still touches.
I can't believe he was able to ride that angle back
yeah,
up. I didn't think it was
sometimes when
be...
you hit those corners, you like bounce away instead of like sliding up it. But Puggsy going to take game number 4, take it to game number 5. If Puggsy wins this, it's over. It's done. Puggsy is the winter champion. But if Stingray wins this, we got a reset.
We're going back to small Brawlhaven.
He knows it was close.
It was.
He knows he could have done it.
It was.
Stingray taking it to small Brawlhaven for game number 5 of the grand finals. First tick of damage coming out from Puggsy with the falling unarmed nair, but Stingray with a response downlight side air.
D-light side air coming out from Stingray. Both players very even. Just kind of poking back and forth. Oh, man.
Uh-oh. There's a weapon toss.
He's spending some serious time on the edge.
Yeah.
At least for Stingray.
He knows how important getting that knockout early is. Punish.
Oh, that's an easy punish for Puggsy.
Yeah.
He goes for the ground pound, and then, oh, what a quick pickup from Stingray.
And he throws it away. He's like, I got what I needed from it. Used the charge on that lance and threw it away back to the spear for the damage buildup onto Puggsy.
I don't think Stingrays are that fast. Seems like they wouldn't be that fast, but he is. He's probably the fastest one in the whole world.
He might be. Side air from Puggsy will finish off the first stock of Stingray in game number 5. He's going to be sticking with the axe. Are you looking up the aquatic speed? Is it going to be in knots?
I'm seeing if Stingrays are fast.
Just Google.
There's no like easy answer, and I don't feel like going through the Wikipedia. So I'm just going to say that they're not. All my oceanographers in chat.
Sorry, Noah. Maybe don't get back to us.
Tell us in chat if Stingrays are fast. Also, at me on Twitter, @WithSparky.
Falling side air from Puggsy. Going to be launching Stingray, making Stingray go fast. Covering this corner just a little bit, but Stingray gets past. And he's staying low. Was likely looking for another recovery, but it's going to be the recovery from Puggsy to take the stock.
The tiniest little lead
He's
that
one stock
Puggsy
away.
has. Reset is huge. Puggsy winning this is huge.
The ground pound, 1 stock each. If Stingray gets this stock, it is a reset. That was a spot dodge. 1 second cooldown on the dodge.
Starting this final stock off really strong.
It's another dodge, but Puggsy gets through, able to pick up the weapon.
Just trading back and forth. Down air for neutral air.
Yeah, but the
Down
trades
air
are
for
in
neutral
Stingray's
air.
favor. Sideline.
Side light. No major momentum in one player's favor over the other. We haven't seen more than one hit at a time. Oh, this couldn't be closer.
Yeah, watch the weapon toss into Ensig. There's the neutral air. Goes for the down sig. Puggsy gets past it. Might have been a risky play going for that signature.
Yeah, he hasn't really been
He's
successful
unarmed.
other than that one time we saw earlier, and it wasn't against Puggsy.
Puggsy slowly pulling back. That was a burned gravity cancel, but Stingray not able to punish the weapon denial. Puggsy with the side air. Puggsy is a winner champion.
He has done it. Puggsy, who hasn't hardly seen a top 3 placement in over a year.
The young pug himself.
When was the last time that we've seen Puggsy win a tournament?
It's been a
so
very long
long.
time since Puggsy has won a tournament. Puggsy's been a long-standing player in the community, going back to when it was closed beta and you and I would cast from our bedrooms. Puggsy has been such a long player. I remember ye good old Pope.
Yeah.
And I love that Puggsy is back, has won the Winter Championship, and will be getting that flight and hotel as well as the prize pool of this Winter Championship for CEO Dreamland.